Good afternoon, Learn for Life students, families, and staff members. We are glad to have you here at our last installment for this series of our virtual college tour week. We are really glad that you are able to join us. Learn for Life has a partnership with the 1890 Foundation. These are 19 land-grant universities across the United States that we are hoping we can introduce you to and that you will be able to attend. With that, I would like to introduce to you our new College Access Program Manager, CAP, Ms. Cheryl Moore. Take it away, Cheryl.
Thank you so much, Michelle. Greetings to you and welcome to our HBCU virtual college tour experience. And today we are so excited to have with us representing Lincoln University of Missouri, the home of the Blue Tigers, Miss Chardonnay Abrams. How are you, Chardonnay?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Doing wonderfully well. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you for having me. Hello, everyone. My name is Chardonnay Abrams. I am the Senior Recruitment Coordinator here for Lincoln University of Missouri, which is in Jefferson City. And then what I'm going to do, I'm going to go over some history, some amazing scholarships that we have for students, as well as what can we offer for you as a future student coming to Lincoln. So if you give me a second, let me share my screen, and then we can get started. Hold on. Okay, can you guys see my screen?
Absolutely. Yes, we can.
Okay. So Lincoln University was founded in 1866 by the 62nd and 65th Colored Infantry soldiers. And so here shows you a timeline when we opened up our doors in 1866 all the way to us celebrating 150 years as of 2016. Here at Lincoln, we have 35 different majors that you can choose from, as well as minors, as well as certifications. Our top majors is our agricultural program, of course, because we are an 1890 land grant institution, business, criminal justice, education, and as well as our number 3 program in the state of Missouri, our nursing program with 100% graduation rates. I would say Lincoln, being that it is in Jefferson City, Missouri, we have a unique campus. We are very diverse in our campus. So we have 42% male and 58% female, and a lot of our students, which is 24%, come from out of state. So we have 12% of those students are international students. We have 45%, which is African American, and 43% being Caucasian. Here at Lincoln, we have 8 residential halls, and students that live on campus, it's 938 students that live on campus. So we have a lot of commuters. So you have to stay within 60 miles of the school, and then you can be a commuter student. We do have another big city that is probably about 30 minutes from us, which is Columbia. So here we also have the Divine Nine on campus, and we have 50 plus different organizations that you guys can choose from, which will be just like in high school, how you have Mr. and Miss of your school. We have Mr. and Miss here, the Royal Court, and we also have Mr. and Miss Lincoln. We have SGA, we have Campus Activity Board. So a lot of our programs that happen on campus are for students by our students. And I know a lot of students want to know about our auxiliaries. So here we'll show you our auxiliaries. So we have from band, choir, cheerleading. We have a jazz ensemble, and here gets you different scholarships that they do have available. And here is Mr. Newby's contact information there for you guys. And here we have different athletics from football all the way to men's and women's golf. We are a NCAA Division II, and we do have a nationally ranked track and field team, with our women's being 1 and our guys being 2. So we do have a couple of national titles up under our belt. Also, for the requirements to attend Lincoln, you have to have a 2.0 GPA or higher. As of right now, we are still waiting on that final say to see if we are going to waive those ACT and SAT scores for the fall of 2021. But as of right now, we are waiving them for spring of 2021. And so if you guys apply for Lincoln, you can go ahead and send us your unofficial transcript, and within 24 to 48 hours, you will be able to get a decision made, or if you have been admitted into Lincoln. So here we'll let you know the estimated cost. 90% of our students do receive financial aid, with $3,000 being our in-state, $6,000 being our out-of-state, with room and board being $3,000. So it kind of just all depend on where you will be living on campus, and that will adjust for your room. And then here what we have is the connecting scholarship. So with those states that are bordering Missouri, with you having a 2.0 GPA, instead of you being considered a out-of-state student, you will be considered an in-state student, with that $3,000 being for your tuition. And here are some of our other scholarships that we offer: our curated scholarship, presidential, special talents, and our academic special talent. And then those have various GPAs and ACT requirements. So again, don't forget, we do not know if we're going to waive those ACT and SATs for the fall, but you guys should go ahead. If there are dates out there, go ahead and register for those dates, okay? And then here it gives you, we are affiliated with the Army, so we do have a scholarship for our ROTC program as well. So you just need a 2.5 GPA. And because this is an external scholarship coming from the Army, then those entities will determine if they will be waiving those ACT or SATs. And here are a couple of more of our external scholarships that we have. I do know as of right now, Thurgood Marshall has about 9 scholarships that are out right now. So you guys should go to Thurgood Marshall, check those out, and see if you qualify for any of those scholarships. And here, let's stay connected. So here we'll give you general information as far as admissions, financial aid, student accounts, athletic, band, cheerleading, and ROTC contact information here. And then here's my contact information. Here, you guys can go ahead and apply at lincolnu.edu. There's all of our social media contacts, and as well as my contact information is there as well. So that is it for me as far as sharing with you what Lincoln has to offer. And if there are any questions, I'll be able to answer those questions for you guys.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Chardonnay. Danielle, are there any questions in the queue right now?
Yes, ma'am. It looks like I have, what is the total enrollment of the university and how many students live full-time on campus?
Okay, so we have an enrollment of 2,500 students. What we have enrolled is about 938 that lives on campus. So between those two cities, between us and Columbia, those are our commuter students. So as long as you stay within 60 miles of the school, you can be a commuter. So that makes up the rest of our numbers that are fully enrolled for Lincoln.
Thank you. And I have one more. What types of counseling services are offered to freshmen?
Okay, so we do have What do you mean by count, like for tutoring and things like that? So we do have an on-campus counselor that is certified as a counselor. But if you're referring to tutoring, we do have peer-to-peer tutors that are on campus. We do have a graduate program. So we have graduate assistants that assist those professors in taking notes. So like, let's say you're trying to learn about time management, right? You're able to get someone to help you with time management. Let's say you need extra help on, maybe you're wanting to critique your notes, that grad assistant is there to help you, or maybe you're just wanting to talk to another student or honor student that have already taken those classes. We have those students there for you as well to help tutor.
Perfect, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome, thank you so much. Michelle, do you have any questions for Chardonnay?
Yes, Chardonnay. I wanted to know if there are specific funds available or supports for DACA students.
So yes, ma'am, we do have support for those DACA students. I do know that because we are their land grants institution, I do know that a couple of those scholarships are geared towards our international students for those who are interested in doing agriculture.
Great, great. That is awesome. That is awesome. Also, could you speak to the diversity that's on Lincoln's campus?
Yes, so for our diversity is 45% are African American and 43% is Caucasian, with a 12% being our international students. I think that this is a really, really unique situation, only because once you get out into the real world, it's not just gonna be one race over one race. You have to know how to be inclusive. And here we make sure that you are inclusive with the different backgrounds of students that are here on campus.
That's awesome. That's awesome. And could you tell us a little bit about the most popular clubs or organizations? What are some of the highlights of campus life and living there at Lincoln?
Oh, well, you know, we're a typical HBCU, you know. I think homecoming, unfortunately, we were not able to have homecoming this year due to COVID, but a lot of our students are doing virtual events. I know the other day they did virtual bingo. I've never heard of virtual bingo, and they did virtual bingo, which was pretty awesome. Of course, our Divine Nine, they're setting up to do, they're actually getting ready to do a pageant online. So I'm waiting to see, you know, how that is going to go. So we're making sure that all of our students on campus and off campus are included. And then our number one program right now, we have two. So our number one program is our nursing program, with us being number 3 in the state and with us having 100% pass rate. So that's yeah. So a lot of schools that you come across, you do those prerequisites to get into, or you have to end up transferring to go into a program that has a complete nursing program. We have the complete nursing program. So there's no transferring, there's none of that. So once you begin at Lincoln, you end at Lincoln being an RN. And then our number 2 program is our agricultural program. So they actually, something special about Lincoln. So they actually just started doing, and yes, you're going to hear me right when I say this, they actually started a hemp research program here on campus. So they're working with a lot of the smaller farms here, because, you know, different, you know, now they're using him for all types of things. So here they're actually doing research for, they actually have grant money to do that. And the professor was actually looking for an intern. So that means part of your tuition is paid for and you get a stipend. So those are 2 major programs that we have here at Lincoln.
Wow, that's amazing. I think my last question would be, if you all have any types of support services for students who may have special needs, if students are homeless or any foster young people who may attend your university and they don't have necessarily the support of family surrounding them, do you offer any special support services for students?
Yes, well, coming to Lincoln is always going to be a family. So regardless of what your home situation look like, when you get here, you're going to be a part of the family, right? So we do have what's called access and abilities. So for those students that do have, that need special accommodations, we do have that here on campus. For those students that need to talk to someone in counseling, we do have that here on campus. For those students that need extra support with anything, we do have faculty and staff that are ready and willing to hop on to make sure that your years here at Lincoln, because we already gonna say it's 4, your 4 years here at Lincoln is very successful, and you leave out of Lincoln being ready and prepared to take on the world.
Perfect. Thank you so much. Are there any other questions in the queue?
None at this time. Thank you.
Okay. And Michelle, do you have any more questions or any final words?
Yes, I would just like to thank Lincoln University for their representation today. Learn for Life, we're really proud of our HBCU connection with the 1890 Foundation, and so we are glad that you were able to visit us today. We do want to let our students know that we are going to make these videos available to your schools so that you can preview them, review them, and gather information as needed, because this is not simply an exercise. This is a live example of our belief in your potential. So we want to thank you for spending the week with us. And with that, I will definitely let our fabulous moderator, Ms. Cheryl Moore, close us out.
Well, thank you for all that, Michelle. And Chardonnay, again, we certainly appreciate your time and thank you for sharing with us and for being so very gracious. It's a wrap for us. And to our students, remember this: failure is never final unless you quit. So hang in there. Don't give up. Dreams still do really come. Take good care, and we'll see you soon.
Thank you. You guys have a good day, okay?
Thank you as well.